Hi, folks. This is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, this is a time of the year when I think we can concentrate, and we should concentrate, on the gear that we have, how we can protect it as we go forward, and what we might want to look at in getting new gear for the new year. So first of all, let me talk about soft plastics, because I think they are becoming a huge part of the tackle that we use and what really works effectively, especially for bass. So here's the mistakes that I've made in the past, and I'm telling you this so you don't make the same thing. A lot of times way before I was going to go fishing, I'd take the time to pre-rig to get all my gear ready so that when I got out there on the water, I didn't have to try to put hooks into baits and so forth. Well, that may be good, but there's so many things about that isn't good. First of all, any of these soft plastic baits that have salt infused in them, and that's the majority, they have salt. Number one, it supposedly makes the fish like to hit them more because it tastes good, but also it gives density to the baits so that they fall differently, so that they cast farther, and they fall to the bottom at a greater speed. And there's a number of reasons that they use salt, but salt, if you pre-rig them and put them in a tackle box, over time that salt certainly is going to get to the hooks. The baits are going to start rusting, and believe me, you can have a mess, and they're ruined. They're absolutely ruined. You don't want to be fishing for the fish of your lifetime and have a salty hook because it weakens it tremendously. The other thing that I think you should be aware of is that you have to keep the plastics separate from each other, especially today. Every tackle company uses different components in the formulation of the plastic, and also they infuse them with other things, scents. So if you keep them, if you just put different types of, let's say you're using little pre-rigged Ned baits. So they're little short worms, and they come in all kinds of different colors. And if you mix the manufacturers, you can have a terrible effect, because some of these baits, especially those that are made to not break apart, and you can stretch them and so forth, these baits, like Z-Man baits, but there's a number of companies using that, and they have different names for the plastic. But these will actually, you'll start melting everything when they mix together. It's critical you don't mix different type of plastics together. The other thing I think it's important is that in today's world, when you buy these, and they're all expensive, unfortunately, everything costs. But when you buy these soft plastics, a lot of the companies are putting them in inner containers within the plastic that they fit right in. The plastic, the hard plastic that they fit in, is grooved in a certain way so the soft plastic baits lay in there flat in the very shape that they were intended to be. Now, if you take them out of these packages and put them in a tackle box, and we've talked about all the different ways that can that can go backwards for you. But if you do that, they can lose their shape as well. If they get bent, folded, they'll start taking on the new shape, and they won't work well in the water. So my advice is to, if you can, keep them in the package they come in. Number one, it will help them retain their shape. Number two, most of them have a scent that's infused that the company thinks is the magic scent that will make fish come running to it and bite it. In some cases, that's probably true. But if you want to keep that scent, those packages are originally sealed. So all that scent is sealed inside, and it just keeps the lure the way it was meant to be. Wasn't this way in the past. We're talking so many steps forward in the formulation of these baits. But these baits are good, and I think in a lot of cases they're better than anything that came before. But you have to keep them the way they were designed to be kept. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.